got no insurance either. I'm thinking of going somewhere to get an oil filter. Man, I could use a Kenworth and do that. I could do that. I keep forgetting. I'm thinking I gotta use this. No, I'm fixing to do an oil change sometime. I could have done it just now, you know. I just wasn't thinking. My head wasn't so clear. I could have got it done, but the thing is, it's raining today. It was raining just now. It even soaked up my jacket. But I'll probably get it done tomorrow. I'm gonna go in a while. I think I'll probably in about a few minutes from now. I'm thinking I'm gonna drive to the nearest Love's truck stop. I'm gonna go try to get me an oil filter right this very minute. But before it does, let me just shoot this video right here. Yeah, so it seemed like, I don't know, I ain't got nothing else better to do for right now. I just went to Walmart with that again. I did it like this morning. It was kind of raining, and I picked up three more jugs because I just found out while me and my mechanic was talking in that shop next to me. He said that the Cummins engine, they're a little bit bigger than the Detroits. That's the reason why when I first saw them, they look a little bit more fatter and more huskier. They look taller and more, stout and more stockier. The Detroit engines look a little, regular size. I noticed that most of the Cummins, they all red all the way around Cummins. They're bigger. That's why the liters are much higher. So he said the Cummins engine used 13 jugs. No, not 13 jugs. Hold on. Let me figure it out. It's 13 gallons, I think. 13 gallons. When a Freightliner Cascadia, they use about 10 jugs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't think it's 13 gallons. I probably got that wrong. Maybe he said 13 something, but I don't remember. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try to figure out how many jugs I bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 6. I think he meant 13 jugs. I think that's what he meant. I'm not so sure. But I also bought me some drain pads, plastic drain jugs. Like you slide them underneath the engine. You slide them underneath the oil pan, and you pull the plug. Mine's got the tap version. These Detroits usually have the tap version. You turn the pipe, and it drains it. Yeah, there's another thing that I found out last night when I drove to that Walmart store twice. I kept saying to myself, how come the oil level is down to quarter on the dipstick? You see, I got a lot to learn about them Cummins engine now. You see, I switched from the Detroit truck to the Detroit engine truck to the Cummins engine truck. You see, I still got a lot to learn. I also found out from that mechanic, I think, when I was talking to him on that phone inside of this truck right here, or the other truck I was on. I think I was in this one. He said, yeah, I remember he said the reason why whenever I have the engine running or when I drive it and then I parked it, I described it to him why the oil level on the dipstick was down to quarter. They usually don't do that. Like on one of his other trucks, like that Kenworth I was driving, and one of them Freightliner trucks I was driving from Western Express, and another Volvo I was driving from Western Express. They all have, Western Express trucks, they got Detroit engines in theirs. But on my truck company, they're strictly Cummins, no Detroits at all. They don't exist on this company. So The thing is, since my engine is older, he's telling me, well, I told him, well, how come when I check the oil level on the Kenworth, it's almost the same level as the Detroit engines? You know, like whenever I drive it or run the engine, the oil level can't, like if I fill it up a little bit past full and it goes down a notch and it stays there. And then how come when I'm driving my truck, it goes all the way down to quarter, and when it sits there, like when I turn the engine off, it goes down to, you know, it's at quarter. And when I move away from the truck for a couple of minutes, come back or whatever, the oil level piles back up so fast, and then it goes up to close to full again. So now I'm starting to find out what caused that. I'm over here thinking it's some malfunction or overstressed oil pump or what do you call it, pressure regulator, some kind of pressure regulator valve that's clogged or, you know, worn out, and it's causing the oil level to look like it's low, or maybe bringing it down to size. I found out what that mechanic said. He said, when I described it to him, he told me the answer. It's none of that. My engine's got 2 camshafts, as in cam lobes that kind of move the hydraulic lifters, the valve lifters, you know, to push the valves open. It seems like, yeah, my engine's got 2. It's got 2 camshafts, like one there, like on both sides and on the top of the engine. And he said one side controls the valves and the other side controls the fuel injectors. I said, shit. Now I'm starting to learn this. I didn't know that. It hit me like a ton of bricks. And I said, before you go on, explain it to me. Now, since I know that part, how many camshafts does their Kenworth and those other trucks that you have? He said they're only single camshafts. I said, oh gosh, I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. So that's the reason why the oil level was so low, because it's like when 2 of them are working at the same time, it's like splashing around and taking a bath inside of the thing. It's using up more oil and spreading it all over the engine. That's why it looks so short. If there was 1 camshaft in there, then it wouldn't use so much. It wouldn't splash around and use so much oil. It would actually keep the oil level higher. That's the reason why it's a single camshaft on the other ones, and it's dual on mine. It's double camshafts on mine. That's the reason why I said, man, I'm gathering up all this information inside of my brain, because I really do want to do it myself. I'm not gonna knock it all out in one shot. I might be desperate, but I'm not stupid enough to hurt myself. But at the same time, pouring too much oil is still not a good idea, because it says it stresses out it can go against the bearings and all that. It puts weight on the crankshaft. He told me all of that. He knows it. But the thing is, in my case, yes, overstuffing it, not putting too much, just putting extra oil very frequent is kind of important. As long as I don't do it all at one time, you know what I'm saying? Just keep on sipping it, you know, keep putting more, because you know why? Because this thing burns oil. It burns oil because it's like, it's a 13-year-old truck, and it's a little bit over, it's like 60,000 miles over a million. It's 1 million miles somewhere. Oh, it's starting to rain now. It's raining. It's like a little bit past 1 million miles. So it's a $15,000 truck, so you might as well expect all of that. A lot of semi trucks has been in all kinds of hands, you know. They're switching from person to person, so you have to expect that. You're gonna get a truck as is when you buy it. Like if you go to a dealership, instead of buying it from a personally owned, you know, somebody's private yard, like at the house, you're gonna get it as is, usually, because that's what a lot of people do. In some cases, they could lie to you and say, I wouldn't mind standing up outside, man, but you know, I don't feel like getting a cold or nothing. I got a life to live. What the hell? It's not easy to find out. Shit, it's freaking dark in the sucker. Maybe I'll turn the engine on too. Got the APU on this one ain't working. He said the generator is not working, but the APU is working. And also the APU is malfunctioning anyways. It cuts on for like 5 seconds and then cuts off again, and then starts up again, and then cuts off again. So the thing is, I had to pull the plug on the APU. I'm gonna show you in a minute. And them 2 red lights on the dashboard, I know what's causing that. It's that cab suspension valve. I could hear it hissing back there all the time. Hold on for a second. I might get me a cab suspension valve tomorrow. Maybe, yeah, it's better off I do that. Because I'm tired of this. Every time I gotta start up, it leaks so fast. I mean, every time I park, that's what I meant to say. It's raining outside. What was I gonna do? No, I came outside for something. Hold on. I didn't know that. I knew my engine was older, but I never heard. I know all of these trucks are inline 6. They're not V8, they're not V6 and V8 and all that stuff. They're inline because they're tractor trailers, they're commercial vehicles. But dual camshafts, that's kind of out of the world, man. One side is for the fuel injectors and the other side is for, what is it? I know the valve lifters and the valves. The valve lifters and valves. I don't even know if they're hydraulic or what. I don't know that for sure. Oh, you know what? The best thing to do is just go on YouTube or go on MSN and start typing some messages. You get that chat session. Yeah, they'll tell you a million miles. I just gotta go on MSN and start typing, and I'll know for sure. And you said something about the oil galleries piling it back into the engine. That's why it came back up. I believe the oil galleries are probably different. That's why it come out so fast. Anyways, you know what? I even asked him if he got any more oil filters to do an oil change. He said he don't have any more. He only got one for truck, for my company truck. So since this is my personal truck, I gotta pay for everything. So it's like he don't have any. So what I'm fixing to do is I'm not gonna drive this truck and go out there. It's 36 miles away to the nearest Love's truck stop in Chicago. I might, oh wait a minute, hold on. I might go south. I don't know. Whichever Love's. I'm fixing to go right now anyway. I gotta stop talking. Yo, let me cut loose right now. I was just trying to find something else to do, so that's the reason why I did this. I'll check you later.